Hey Taurus fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see what kind of messaging we can receive for you for the month of January 2025 for Taurus. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and cut the decks together. See what kind of fun we can get into. Beginning with the poet. Hey fam, how's it going? I think I've seen this card once. The artist, the witness, the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out the truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. This unique capacity resides within us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and the universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. That's a pretty card. There is someone who's been closing themselves off. It's a choice they've made. And this is you being beckoned forth to stop hiding. Stop hanging out only in this cave that you have for yourself, that you've become so cozy within. Your voice matters, your thoughts matter, and you need to remember that, my friend. What about the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck? That card really wants to come out. It was sliding all over the place. Morning. Oh, I love this card. It's pretty much exactly what I was talking about, isn't it, fam? You've been alive, sure. You've been waking up, doing what you need to get through your day, going back to sleep, repeat. Have you been living, though? Truly living? I think you need to hear this now more than ever. Your life is incredibly precious. Out there, the world awaits you. And now is the time to make good moments and learn to treasure them as they come. Because you're not done yet, okay? You're not done yet. Darn tootin'. Better not. So says me, okay? There's still a lot to explore, a lot to feel, a lot to experience, and you're meant to be a part of it, okay? Whatever that looks like for you. Now, what about the clarification? I don't know. We'll see. This is YouTube. Let's lighten the mood a wee bit. I like to think of the tarot of its own, as like its own story, right? So chapter 1 is the dang magician. Are you kidding me right now? The magician isn't fucking around. The magician knows exactly who they are and what they want and how to get it, how to attain it, because they understand that they have all of the tools. You know, Taurus, they have a tendency to get to, everyone always talks about how stubborn you can be. Like they're not stubborn themselves. Hello? But there's a lot of life around this magician. It's able to grow. It's able to thrive, right? And this magician is wearing white and red. Speaking of innocence and passion, right? Always enabling life to do its thing, right? A lot has happened, though. A lot has happened. The nines speak of a cycle coming to an end. And this card speaks of a chance to heal, right? A chance to heal and catch your breath and figure out exactly where you want to go from here. And Temperance, oh, the great equalizer has entered chat. It's very interesting that we have both a Magician and Temperance coming up together. I feel like someone has been doing things that they took a lot of shit for, and they didn't deserve it, because all those people were doing was spewing forth their own insecurities, their own crap. And this person, this Taurus, didn't deserve to hear it, but they took it to heart. There's somebody else's consequences that you have been suffering, and it's time to wash that away now. That shouldn't have anything any more to do with your life anymore. There are things that you do want, things that you've been trying to claim, but the struggle has been real, and you've been a bit unsure, right? You've been needing solid footing. And you're being reminded that wherever you step is solid. Live with intention. Feel with intention. It's time to no longer get lost in the sauce and to just live. You're not waiting. The world is waiting for you, fam. This stems from your childhood. I know that most of us can say that, right? Tarot reading and stuff like that. But fam, that's a Six of Cups. It speaks of childlike living. You know what I mean? Whether you're surrounded by children, you have your own children now and you're trying to keep it together for them. You're being reminded of the idea of childlike, that awe in life for living it, being a part of it, and letting it flow instead of trying to hold the water in your palm, you know what I mean? Let it flow. And stop holding yourself back. What's coming up underneath the Magician? The Five of Wands. Okay, this speaks of competition, of battles, but the fact that it's coming up underneath the Magician is telling me that your ego needs to get out of the way. Your ego needs to chill and just calm down. Maybe that's been a part of your survival mode. Maybe that's what's been enabling you thus far. But it needs to stop now. It needs to chill. We're not meant to, I mean, we all have an ego. It's meant to be a part of the process, but it's not meant to control us. And all too often as humans, it does. For any of us, right? If there's any kind of competition that you're feeling, what if it's healthy competition? What if instead of being your competitors, they're your peers? And you can learn from them. They are examples of what's possible. They're not competition. No one compares to you. So why is your ego, whispering away and being listened to so fiercely? Your ego's holding you back. What's coming up underneath the Nine of Wands? The World. Okay. Take your breather. Do some healing, whether it's through meditation, therapy, actually seeing a doctor, or affirmations, dancing. But the world awaits you. So at least at times, you got to come out of that shell. You got to come out of that cave. It's not rock bottom. So whatever you've turned it into, what's coming up underneath Temperance? The Knight of Pentacles. So the question is, has this been a year of all this work and this healing and this figuring out how to be the manifester you should be? Or is this marking the beginning of a year? That's what you get to decide now. Does this feel like you've been working and everything's culminating together? And now that you're here we go. Here's everything. Because that's what pentacles are. Yeah, money. Money's a part of everything. Hey-oh. But it's all these seeds being planted. It's life, sustenance, right? Whatever that means for you. There we go. 9, 10, 5, 6. And there's a 7 with the Poet. Cycles are completing, definitely. Okay, so this has taken at least a year. At least a year. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the tarot. He speaks of time. It's taken time, and it's not so much him bringing in this message as reaching him, being able to reach the message, reaching this point in your life. It's been painful. It's been a lot of drama, a lot of pain, a lot of self-torture, a lot of stabs in the back, a lot of difficulty walking away from this. And it's taken a lot of time and effort and staying focused, staying on course, right? And balancing things out. Your mind, your feelings. What voice do you want to share with the world? What's the epilogue to this story? There's the Knight of Swords. Okay, well then, from the slowest to the fastest knights of the tarot. Okay, then I guess that solves that. So this cycle is ending and is about to be complete. Right? That answers what the Knight of Pentacles is trying to say. Yeah, this has been some time. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. This has been some time going on, and you're trying so hard to heal these wounds of your childhood, of your inner child. But now that balance is being restored, now that you are able, you're enabling yourself to figure it out, and you're staying the course. There's that determination, stubbornness, or just plain old determination, right? Now you can complete it and move on to the next chapter called The Rest of Your Life. What are the extra notes for this particular reading? Ooh, toxic. Sometimes it's disappointing to realize that we're a part of the toxicity. You know, we can spend a lot of time pointing our fingers outward, and then we realize, wait a minute, I'm a component. I've played my part, right? And it's much easier to be accountable when you're all alone, isn't it? Deja vu. Frequent or recent? Is there a theme? You know this tale. You know this song. You know this story. Been there, done that. Now it's time to stop torturing yourself, okay? It's time to figure out and or remember what it's all about for you. What it all means. Because the rest of your life is waiting for you. But you need to come out of the shadows. You need to come out of that cave, okay? Oh, Fan, thank you so much for joining me. It's okay. You've got this. Look at this. You have the clarity and that sheer determination. You have the ability to do exactly what you set out to do. No worries. You've got this. And it's coming in hot, okay? So you manifest to your heart's desire. And thank you so much for joining me for this tarot reading. I really appreciate the company. And always remember that I love you.